Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today's theme is something that feels really close to the heart, our bond with our pets. Honestly, I don't even think of my pet as just an animal anymore. He's more like family. And to make this episode more special, I've got my amazing co-host Mia with me. Hey Mia.
Hey, Alex! Hi, listeners! I'm so excited about this one. You know, whenever someone talks about their pet, their eyes shine differently. It's like a love language on its own. And I feel like today's conversation is going to be full of laughter, some awe moments, maybe even a few tears, because pets really bring out every emotion in us.
Totally agree. And before we dive in, let's set the vibe. This episode is titled, My Bond with My Pet, A Special Friendship. And that's exactly what it is. Not just about dogs or cats, but about that invisible string that connects us with them, making life a lot brighter.
Yes! And you know, Alex, whenever people ask me, why do you love your pet so much? I can't even explain. It's like, how do you put unconditional love into words? They don't judge, they don't complain, they just stay by your side.
Exactly. And sometimes that bond is stronger than many human friendships we've had.
Vax! Okay, Alex, let's do this. How about we start with your story? Tell us about your pet and how your bond grew.
All right, so Smiles. My pet's name is Buddy. He's a golden retriever, and honestly, he came into my life when I really needed a friend. I was going through a rough patch. New city, new job, lots of stress. And then Buddy walked into my life, literally with his tiny paws and a goofy smile. That moment changed everything.
Golden retrievers are the sweetest. They're like walking bundles of sunshine. So what was the first memory that really made you go, yeah, this is not just a pet, this is family?
Good question. I think it was the night I had one of the worst days at work. I came home totally drained, didn't even have the energy to talk. I just sat on the couch, silent. Buddy climbed up, rested his head on my lap, and just stayed there. No barking, no nudging, just presence. That was the first time I cried into his fur, and weirdly, it felt like he understood.
That's the magic, isn't it? Pets don't need words, they just know. Like, their radar for human emotions is unmatched.
Absolutely. And what about you, Mia? Tell us about your pet and your bond.
Okay, so my pet's name is Luna. She's a little rescue cat. When I first adopted her, she was terrified of everything. People, noises, even her own shadow sometimes. But slowly, with patience, she started trusting me. And now she follows me around like a fluffy little shadow. I think the turning point for us was the day she curled up on my chest and purred herself to sleep. That was her way of saying, I trust you. And trust from a rescue pet? That's priceless.
Wow, that gave me chills. Because trust from a rescue animal is something you earn with so much love and patience.
Exactly. And now Luna has taught me so much. Honestly, she's helped me slow down. Cats are like Zen masters. They'll nap, stretch, observe. They remind you that sometimes you just need to pause and breathe.
Buddy's the opposite. He's like, let's go. Let's play fetch for the 200th time. But that energy has saved me from slipping into burnout more times than I can count.
That's such a beautiful contrast. Your pet lifts you up with energy, mine calms me down with serenity. Both balancing us in ways we didn't even know we needed.
You know, Mia, sometimes I think pets actually see a version of us that even we don't see. Like Buddy doesn't care about my bad hair days, my failures at work, or whether I'm grumpy. To him, I'm just his human.
That's so true. And it's funny you say that because Luna has seen me at my absolute worst. Like, there have been days when I just wanted to shut the world out, and she'd just sit beside me. No judgment, no conditions. And then there are times I'm all dressed up, feeling glamorous, and she still looks at me the same way. For her, I'm just home.
Exactly. That word, home. Pets redefine it. Before Buddy, my apartment was just walls and furniture. But after him, even the mess, the chew toys on the floor, the fur on the couch, it all feels alive.
I totally get that. You know what's funny? Luna has this habit. Whenever I'm working on my laptop, she'll jump right onto the keyboard. It used to annoy me, but then I realized she's literally telling me, "Hey, look away from the screen. Look at me. Look at life."
Oh man, Buddy does the same, but in his own way. Whenever I'm on long calls, he'll bring me his toy and drop it right at my feet. And if I ignore him, he'll make this dramatic sigh like, ugh, humans are impossible.
The sighs are the best. It's like their version of rolling their eyes.
Exactly. And honestly, those interruptions, they've saved me. I used to overwork, skip meals, barely move from my desk. But Buddy won't let me. He's like my personal wellness coach.
That's what I mean when I say pets teach us balance. Luna's routine has disciplined me too. I used to sleep late, binge watch shows, mess up my health. But now, if I don't go to bed on time, she literally meows non-stop until I switch the lights off.
That's amazing. Imagine if humans did that for each other. Hey, stop scrolling Instagram. It's bedtime.
Oh my God, can you imagine? The world would be so much healthier.
Yeah, but I guess that's why pets are special. They care in ways that feel simple, but the impact is huge.
You know, Alex, let's talk about the funny side. Like, what's the most ridiculous thing Buddy has ever done?
Oh, where do I even start? Okay, so Buddy once stole an entire pizza from the kitchen counter, like I had just placed it there, turned around for maybe 20 seconds, and poof, gone. I found him sitting under the dining table with sauce all over his snout, looking guilty but proud at the same time.
Oh my God, that's priceless. Did he get sick?
Thankfully, no, but I learned 2 lessons that day. 1, never underestimate a retriever's reach, and 2, food discipline is not his strong suit.
That's hilarious. Okay, mine's similar. Luna once knocked over a glass of water onto my phone, so while staring straight into my eyes. Like, she maintained eye contact the whole time, pushed the glass slowly, and plop. My phone almost drowned.
Classic cat behavior. I am chaos and you will accept it.
Exactly. And the funny part? After doing that, she just walked away with her tail high like she owned the place.
Oh, Buddy's the opposite. He'll mess up and then immediately try to do the puppy eyes apology thing. Like, I know I ate your shoe, but look at my face. How can you stay mad?
And the worst part is, it works.
Every time.
You know, Alex, pets really make us better storytellers. Like people who don't even know Luna feel like they know her because I keep narrating her antics.
Exactly. My friends joke that half my conversations start with, "So Buddy did this thing today."
Yes! And I think that's why social media is filled with pet content. Because pets connect people across the globe. Whether it's a golden retriever in the US or a street cat in India, the stories feel relatable.
Absolutely. And you know what's wild? Sometimes those stories save lives too. Like, I've read cases where someone was feeling really low, saw a pet video, and it gave them enough hope to hold on for another day. That's the power of this bond.
Wow, that's so true. I think pets remind us of innocence, of a world where love doesn't have conditions. And maybe that's what people crave the most.
Yes, and speaking of love, Mia, do you ever talk to Luna? Like actual conversations?
All the time! And don't judge me, but I also answer in her voice sometimes, like if I ask, Luna, are you hungry? I'll respond in this squeaky tone, yes, Mom, feed me already.
I thought I was the only one. I do that with Buddy too. I'll be like, Buddy, did you chew my slipper? And then answer in a goofy, deep voice, maybe. But do you love me anyway?
Okay, so we're officially certified pet parents.
Yup, no shame.
On a deeper note, Alex, don't you feel pets also help us heal? Like emotionally.
Absolutely. Honestly, Buddy has seen me through some really dark phases. There were times I thought I was completely alone, and then I'd feel his paw on my arm. That little gesture was like, I'm here. You're not alone. And that gave me the strength to keep going.
That hit hard. You know, Luna helped me with anxiety. Her purring is like therapy. Sometimes I'll lie down with her on my chest, and the rhythm of her purr just slows my heart down. Science says it reduces stress, but honestly, it feels like magic.
It is magic, because it's not just biology, it's connection. Pets sense things we don't even say out loud.
Exactly. And sometimes I wonder if we're chosen by them, not the other way around.
That's a beautiful thought. Mia, I was thinking, did you ever have pets growing up? Like childhood memories?
Oh, yes, I did. My very first pet was a parrot named Kiwi. He wasn't even planned. My uncle gifted him to me when I was like 7, and I remember sitting for hours just talking to him. He picked up a few words, like hi and good girl. That was my first taste of responsibility. Feeding him, cleaning his cage, making sure he had company. Honestly, I think Kiwi taught me how to care.
That's adorable. A talking parrot as your childhood buddy.
Yeah, though my mom wasn't thrilled when he started mimicking her voice.
Oh my God, I can imagine that.
But, you know, when Kiwi passed away, that was my first real heartbreak. I didn't even know how to process grief back then. I remember crying into my pillow, and that's when I realized pets don't just fill your house, they fill your heart. And when they're gone, the silence is deafening.
That hit me because I went through something similar. My childhood dog, Max, was a beagle. He was my partner in crime. We grew up together. He saw me through my teenage tantrums, my exams, even my first heartbreak. But when I left for college, he started aging fast. And one day my mom called me and said, "He's gone." I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Oh, Alex, that must have been so hard.
It was. For weeks I felt guilty, like I should have been there. But then I realized he probably wouldn't have wanted me to see him in pain. He gave me all his best days. That's how pets love. They never want to burden us with their struggle.
That's so true. And even now, years later, whenever I hear a parrot squawk in the park, I think of Kiwi. Pets leave paw prints on your memory that never fade.
Exactly. And I think that's why when Buddy came into my life, I held on so tightly. Because I knew what losing a pet felt like, and I didn't want to take a single moment for granted.
Alex, people say pets can't teach us much because they don't talk. But I disagree. They're some of the best teachers.
Completely agree. Like Buddy has taught me patience. He wasn't perfect when he was a puppy. He chewed shoes, barked at shadows, refused to listen. But slowly, with training, love, and consistency, he changed. And through that process, I changed. I became calmer, more patient.
That's so relatable. Luna taught me forgiveness. Cats can hold grudges sometimes, but she also shows me how quickly love can heal. Like even if I accidentally step on her tail, which happens sometimes, she'll hiss for a moment, but within minutes she's back purring beside me. Imagine if humans forgave like that.
Exactly. And loyalty too. Buddy waits by the door every single time I step out, no matter if it's 2 minutes or 2 hours. The loyalty of "I'll wait for you" is a lesson no human book ever taught me.
And empathy. I swear Luna knows when I'm sad. Once I was crying over a really tough day and she literally licked my hand. That small gesture broke me in the best way.
I've had that too. Buddy once rested his paw on my chest when I couldn't sleep. It felt like he was grounding me. I'll never forget that.
But Alex, do you ever think about, the future? Like what happens when our pets get older?
Honestly, that thought terrifies me. I see a few white hairs around Buddy's muzzle already, and sometimes I panic, like, oh God, time is running. But then I remind myself, if I keep worrying about tomorrow, I'll ruin today.
Yes, exactly. I feel the same. Luna's still young, but I know someday I'll have to face that, and it scares me, but maybe that's the beauty of it. Pets remind us of mortality. They teach us to live in the now.
You're right. They make us cherish ordinary days. A simple walk, a cuddle on the couch, the sound of paws on the floor. These become the most precious memories later.
And pets prepare us for love in the purest form. Love without expectations. Love that doesn't care about time, money, or status. That's rare.
Absolutely. And maybe when the day comes, the grief will be unbearable. But the joy of having them in our lives will always outweigh the pain.
Yes, Because grief is just the shadow of love, and if the love is deep, the shadow will be heavy, but that doesn't mean the love wasn't worth it.
Wow, that was beautifully said, Mia.
Thanks! Sometimes I think our pets would want us to keep loving even after they're gone. Maybe that's why so many people adopt again. Not to replace, but to continue the cycle of love.
Yes, because love doesn't end, it just transforms.
On a lighter note, do you notice how pets change family dynamics too?
Oh, totally. My parents weren't even dog people before Buddy, but now they spoil him more than me. My mom literally cooks him chicken and rice on weekends.
Laughs. That's adorable. Same with Luna. My brother pretends to be indifferent like she's just a cat. But then I catch him letting her sleep on his pillow.
Classic. Pets soften even the toughest people.
Yes! And they bring families together. Suddenly, everyone's talking about feeding schedules, funny antics, or weekend plans around the pet. It's like they become the heart of the house.
Exactly. Buddy is the glue of our family. He makes us laugh together, walk together, even plan vacations differently. He's not just a dog. He's a family member with his own suitcase.
Oh my God, I love that. Luna doesn't travel well, but she owns the house. Like, if guests come, she decides who's worthy of being welcomed.
The queen of the house.
Yes! And honestly, I respect it. She's teaching boundaries.
You know, Mia, as we're talking, I'm realizing something. Maybe pets are not just our companions, they're mirrors. They reflect the best and worst parts of us.
I think you're right. When I'm patient, Luna is calm. When I'm stressed, she hides. She shows me the energy I'm putting out.
Exactly. Buddy, too. If I'm happy, he's bouncing. If I'm sad, he's quieter. It's like they're tuned into our souls.
And that's why this bond is so special. It's not just friendship, it's a spiritual connection.
Yes, a friendship without words, but louder than anything else. Mia, I've always wondered, if pets could actually talk like us, what do you think Buddy or Luna would say first?
Oh, that's such a good one. Okay, if Luna could talk, I swear her first words would be, "Human, you work too much. Sit down and pet me." She's bossy like that.
I can totally imagine her saying that in this elegant but sassy tone.
Exactly. And maybe her second line would be, "Also stop buying me cheap toys. I want the premium catnip."
Oh my God, that's gold. Okay, for Buddy, I think his first words would be, "Hey Dad, the doorbell rang. Do you want me to protect the house or just wag my tail at the intruder?"
Classic golden retriever. Friendly to everyone, even burglars. Yup. And then he'd probably say, "Also, where's my treat? You promised me one like 5 minutes ago." True. I feel like pets already talk through their eyes. They just don't need words.
Yes. Sometimes Buddy looks at me and I know exactly what he's saying. "Let's go for a walk," or "Don't leave yet," or "I love you."
Luna does that too. One slow blink from her and it feels like she's saying, "I trust you," and honestly, that means the world.
You know, Mia, people often ask me, should I get a pet? And my answer is always the same. Yes, but only if you're ready for commitment.
I totally agree. Because pets aren't just weekend entertainment, they're living souls. They need care, patience, and love every single day.
Exactly. It's not just about the cute Instagram pictures. It's about cleaning up messes, paying vet bills, adjusting your lifestyle. But if you're ready, the reward is immeasurable.
Yes, because what you give comes back multiplied. Luna has given me more emotional stability than I could ever repay.
And Buddy has given me joy that no vacation, no gadget, no achievement could match.
So true. And I think it's also important to remind listeners, if you're planning to adopt, consider rescues. There are so many animals waiting for a loving home.
Absolutely. And don't worry if they're not perfect. Sometimes the imperfect ones give you the most perfect love.
Exactly. Like Luna, she was so anxious at first, but now she's my heartbeat.
That's beautiful.
Alex, can I share one thing?
Of course.
I just want to say to anyone listening, don't underestimate the healing power of a pet. If you've ever felt lonely, if you've ever felt like the world doesn't get you, just spend time with an animal. Even if it's not your own, maybe a shelter visit or feeding strays. That connection can heal wounds you didn't even know you had.
Wow, Mia. That was powerful. And I'll add to that, don't just love them when it's easy. Love them when they're sick, when they're old, when it's inconvenient, because that's when they need us most.
Yes, because for them, we're their whole world, and they deserve nothing less.
So Mia, if you had to sum up what Luna has taught you in one sentence, what would it be?
I'd say love is patient, love is quiet, love is unconditional. That's what Luna teaches me every day.
That's beautiful. For me, Buddy has taught me happiness is simple. Eat, play, love, repeat.
I love that. Pets really simplify life, don't they?
They do. They strip away the noise and remind us of what truly matters.
Yes! And honestly, without Luna, I don't think I'd be the person I am today.
Same with Buddy. He's not just my dog, he's my best friend, my therapist, my family.
That's why this episode is so close to our hearts. Because it's not just about pets, it's about friendship. A special kind of friendship that changes you forever.
Well, I think it's time we start wrapping this up.
Yeah, but I don't want it to end. This has been one of the warmest, most heart-filled conversations we've had.
True, but maybe that's the beauty. Like every walk, every cuddle, every wag or purr, this episode also leaves us wanting just a little more.
You're right. So, to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey, and maybe tonight give your pet an extra hug. Or if you don't have one, smile at the next dog or cat you see. You'll feel that invisible bond too.
Yes, because at the end of the day, pets remind us of the purest form of love, and we all need more of that in our lives.
Beautifully said.
So this was my bond with my pet, a special friendship. I'm Alex.
And I'm Mia.
And until next time.
Keep loving, keep caring, and keep celebrating the little paws and whiskers that make life brighter.
Goodbye, everyone.
everyone.